So I thought I'd make this video. I've been needing to make this video for a while, and Mother's Day kind of confirmed it. I need to make this video. This video is for basically just helping you guys understand what kind of parents I was born into, okay? What kind of life I was born to. So much shit that has happened to me. So, I know y'all probably get tired of hearing about my past. Probably get tired of hearing about me. But, you're here, so I'm going to tell you. This video is going to be one of the most personal videos that I've ever done. One of the most private videos I've ever done. As a man, as a grown man, I still feel ashamed about talking about this subject. And I felt ashamed about bringing it to light. And it's a thing that will make a man feel like less of a man, or a boy feel like less of a boy, or strips your soul away from you. Yeah. And then on top of it, on top of your soul being stripped away from you, on top of being sexually abused by a family member, that's what I'm talking about today. So when I was a baby, I remember, nobody thinks I could remember because I was in diapers still, and I shouldn't be able to remember stuff like that, but I do remember it because it stood out. My uncle, he has a colostomy bag, a piss bag on his side, and his medical condition, I'm not sure, but he has a colostomy bag on his side. He molested me when I was a kid, stuck his little thing in my face, and his colostomy bag was touching my face and stuff, so I remember that from when I was a baby, and that affected me a lot in my life. And especially the fact that when I was 3 years old, I got burned, 3rd-degree burns, and he had saved my life, put me out because I was about to die. He rolled me out in a blanket, and that was after the fact. He rolled me out in a blanket and saved my life. So it's conflicting, you know what I mean, to even bring it up, or to have hard feelings towards person that sexually abused me. Is hard to confront that, or it makes you feel like less of a man, and it makes you feel like a victim, and I'm not a fucking victim, not even close. But so yeah, and then the fact that he saved my life later on down the line, that's what made it more conflicting than never really talk about it. You know what I mean? And then, so what happened is, I was molested by my uncle, and when I was a kid, right? When I turned 18, I had finally thought, okay, now I am 18, I'm an adult. I was scared to death of my mom. My mom and my uncle are best friends. Still are to this day. She protects the child molester. And she covers up for him because she knows it's true, that what he did to me, and she tries to pretend like it's not. And she takes care of his health and makes sure he's healthy, and she watches out for him, and she's a home health caretaker, and best friends with the person that molested her child. That's the kind of person that I had to deal with when I was a kid. So I'm not bad-mouthing her or anything. I'm just saying, I was molested by the person that she's best friends with and takes care of now. So yeah, there's that. That's the kind of her, figure I was given. But so anyways, I brought it up when I turned 18, okay? The reason I am taking so long to tell this story, or to talk about it, is because it's a very hard subject to talk about, and I know that people are going to look down on me because of this subject, and maybe try to look at me as a victim, and I'm not a victim. Not even close. I'm me. Yeah, but when I I turned 18, I confronted him finally. I was like, I'm 18, I'm out of the house, I'm on my own. Now I could confront him and nobody could do nothing to me about it. And I could get the truth out in the air, right? Well, he's always lived with my grandma and mooshed off my grandma and stuff. And so my grandma protects him too. My whole family, my grandma, my mom, they protect him. And they know the truth and they still pretend like it's not the truth, just to cover up for him. But yeah, I'll never get a date ever in my life again because I'm telling this story. So I hope you guys really fucking take this for what it's worth. And if your kid's watching this, maybe they're trying to tell you something. I tried to tell my mom all my life, honestly, different things, and always it ended up bad for me, so I didn't tell her about this one. And when I turned 18, I snapped, and I told him to tell the truth. And I grabbed a butcher knife, and I told him I would cut his ass open if he didn't tell the truth about molesting me when I was a child. And of course he denied it. No one's gonna tell the truth on that kind of thing if they don't have to. So he denied it, and my grandma sided in with him, and they called the police on me. I was 18 with no charges to my name, never had a charge. Always, if I got in a fight or something, I was a ward of the state. I was awarded to the state. I was a foster child. So I got handled a little bit different than a normal kid would have got handled. I got put in group homes and foster homes and therapy and mental therapy and stuff like that, instead of going to juvenile hall, you know. And I'm really good at analyzing people and addressing people's feelings and my feelings and addressing situations and stuff. I'm really good at doing stuff that a counselor can do because I've been in counseling a long time. Well, I was in counseling. I don't need counseling no more, but you guys are my counselor. No, I'm just joking. But so anyway, seriously, yeah. So when I turned 18, I flipped out. I had told him I cut him open. I was gonna cut his ass open unless he told the truth. He denied it. He pulled the cane out on me, so I pulled the butcher knife out on him. I didn't even pull the butcher knife at first. I just told him he needs to tell the truth. I started calling him out on his bullshit, and then my grandma sided in with him, so I got pissed off and I started yelling at him and cussing him around and telling him I was gonna do stuff to him, and then if he didn't tell the fucking truth, and then he grabbed a cane. And he grabbed a cane, and he told he was just gonna hit me with the cane because I was running up on him. I was gonna sock his ass up. And then when he grabbed the cane, I grabbed a butcher knife, and I told him to drop the fucking cane and cut him open, and he better tell the fucking truth. And of course, my grandma sided in with him. That's some weird shit. I don't know why my family decides to side in with the child molester, but they hide him and they keep him safe and healthy, and that's the kind of family I was born into. So there's that. So anyways, my first charge I ever caught, I went to jail for pulling a butcher knife on my child molester. I had told the cop too, like, you know, hey, this dude molested me. I was trying to get him to tell the truth, and the cop still arrested me. And I still got the restraining order. And then I told the judge the same thing that I told my attorney, or my public pretender. I told him the same thing, basically, like, hey, I pulled a knife on dude because he's molested me when I was a child, and I got tired of fucking hiding it, and I felt like I could confront him about it, and he didn't want to be truthful, so he pulled a cane on me, I pulled the fucking knife on him, and like, that's what happened. And I still got charged with, I think it was criminal threat or assault with a deadly weapon. I don't remember which ones they dropped or which ones they didn't drop. But either way, I got a misdemeanor, and I had to do 30 days in jail because of that. So I spent 30 days in jail and got my first charge due to me being molested and tell the truth about it, and confront my molester. So I don't say this because I want pity or because I want someone to side in with me over my family or anything like that. I say this so you could understand the family that I have been born into. They protect the child molester. They take care of him, make sure that he's healthy and wealthy and wise. They house him and everything. So that's the kind of family I was born into. I want this story. I told this story so that way you could understand why a lot of young men don't come out in the open. Maybe understand more about the situation of why young boys are molested more than young girls, because they're less likely to talk about it. It hurts them more. They're more ashamed of it until they become an adult and they realize they can talk about it. But when they're a kid, they're ashamed of it, and it feels disgusting, and it makes you feel like less of a man, and it feels like something that should never happen to you. So you don't ever want to talk about it, or you don't ever want to address it. You want to just forget about it. But if your kid tells you some shit like that, you should probably believe them. Because it is really hard for a kid to talk about some shit like that, and more or less to not be believed when you talk about it, and then to add insult to injury when you become an adult and you talk about it, and then you have to go to jail, and then you have them still to this day taking care of him and defending him and protecting him and pretending like it never happened. Well, I think the most satisfaction I got was when my mom found out that my uncle was gay recently. Because all his life he pretended to be straight, but a straight man doesn't molest a little boy. So I knew he was gay his whole life. I was just waiting for him to come out. The rest of my family finally found out. They still let my nieces and nephews around him and shit. I don't know why, but I guess because they're pretending it didn't happen. But they still, she's still best friends with him and everything, and it's funny because she's best friends with him, but me, my whole life, I've taken care of myself, and I've never asked for anything from her, and she's never helped me with anything, and she's never really been a mom. She's always been like a friend more than a mom, and that kind of thing, you think you would want to protect your kid, but she protects the child molester instead, you know, honestly. So it kind of still messes with me once in a while, but I let it go, and I have forgiven him, and I have forgiven her, and that's the way they want to live, that's the way they can live, and if they accept those kind of things in their life, then they can accept those kind of things in their life. I don't care. It's not nothing to do with me. I just keep my distance, you know. I really don't need that kind of shit around me. So yeah, I just wanted this video to basically let you know that it is not an easy thing for a young man to tell you that type of thing, or for an older man to tell you, for any man that wants to be a man, to tell you that type of thing. So you should honestly take it very serious, and for a little boy to be molested, it is not a big deal. It's more of a big deal when a little girl gets molested. They make a huge deal out of it. They don't make a huge deal out of a little boy being molested. So this is another reason why young boys don't talk about that kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. I just thought I'd share this video, honestly, because maybe another young man could hear this video and feel that he is not alone, that someone has gone through this already. And then if you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. If you can't talk to nobody else, I might not be able to do anything about it, but I'll be able to listen. I could try. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, I had to talk about this subject. I don't really know what else else to say except for if you're a young man and you have gone through this, I'm sorry for you. I understand you. And everybody else, have a good night.